Today's story is called Huggapotamus. Are you a Huggapotamus? Albert was his parents' pride and joy. When he smiled for the first time, his mother jumped up and down with delight. "Look at our baby!" she cried out. "Isn't he wonderful?" Aww, that's what moms do. We get pretty excited about stuff. Whether Albert was taking his first steps or learning his ABCs, or even when he was doing nothing at all, they couldn't help but hug their one and only hippo.
"Why do you hug me all the time?"
Albert asked. "Because we love you so much," his father replied. "You're our little Huggapotamus," his mother added. Albert smiled. A hug shows that you care about someone, he thought, as he went out to play. That's true. Hugs show that you care, right? Right. Waddling through the dense jungle, Albert spotted Benny. He quietly tiptoed up behind his friend and gave him a super strong hippo hug. Does Benny look like he's enjoying that hug? I don't think so. "Yo!" Benny roared. "What are you doing?"
"Hugging you," Albert replied. "Don't you like hugs?"
"Not when they're so strong," Benny said. "I'm playing hide and seek, and you gave away my hiding place."
"I'm sorry," Albert said. "Can I play with you?"
"No," Benny said, as he slid back into the bushes. Uh-oh. Albert spotted Jasmine jumping rope by a waterfall. He ran up and gave her a squeeze. What do you think? Does this one like their hug? Doesn't look like it. Poor Albert.
"Ouch!" Jasmine said. "What are you doing?" "Hugging you," Albert replied. "Don't you like hugs?" "Not now," Jasmine said. "I wasn't ready. Just look at me." "I'm sorry," Albert said. "Can I play with you?"
"No," Jasmine said as she untangled herself. Albert plodded over to the savannah. Badge was just about to score a goal.
"I love you, little monkey,"
Albert shouted. Uh-oh, here we go again.
"Ah!"
Badge exclaimed.
"What are you doing?" "Hugging you," Albert replied. "Don't you like hugs?" "You made me miss my shot,"
Badge yelled.
"You're just too rough." "I'm sorry," Albert said. "Can I play with you?"
"No," said Badge as he dashed over the ball. Poor Albert. Albert slumped down in the shade of the boobab tree.
"I was only trying to show my friends how much I care about them,"
Albert thought.
"Now nobody wants to play with me."
Albert watched as Benny, Jasmine, and Badge began a game of freeze tag.
"I wish I could play too," he said. "Nobody wants a clumsy hippo in their game." Blah.
Poor Albert. Then Albert looked up and saw that Benny had been tagged. He was frozen in place.
"Benny needs my help,"
Albert said as he barreled toward his friend, rushing faster and faster.
"I'm coming!"
Albert ran so hard the earth trembled. He ran so hard the trees shook. He ran so hard his friends stopped playing. Uh-oh, Benny thought. Not again! Uh-oh. But Albert remembered what his friend said about his hugs. Too strong!
Not now! Too rough!
He slowed down and skidded to a stop just before he reached Benny.
Can I play with you?
Albert asked in a calm voice.
I won't hug you unless you want me to, and I promise not to be so rough.
Sure, Benny said, letting out a deep sigh. You're it. When the game ended, Benny, Jasmine, and Badge huddled together.
What's the matter? Albert asked. Did I do something wrong?
No, Jasmine said. We're proud of you. Now we want to give you a hug.
Is that okay?
What do you think Albert's going to say? Albert nodded and smiled shyly as they wrapped their arms around him. Not too strong, not too rough. The perfect hug for a Huggapotamus. Nice story. So are hugs a good thing? Yeah, they're a good thing, but you really should make sure that the person you're going to give a hug to wants a hug, because some people don't really want hugs, or they don't like hugs, or maybe they just don't feel in the mood for a hug that day. So respect people's boundaries and don't go hugging people you don't know, and show love in other ways. If people don't like hugs, find something else to do to show them love. But the people that like the hugs, that you know, that are your family, the people that you know and you're close to, give them those hugs. All right, adios.